All right. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. All right.
Good morning.
All right. It's
Good
not-
morning.
So we'll get
Good morning,
started.
Judge.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. All right. All right. So let me explain to the audience how we'll be calling the docket. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, Booker, would you mind muting everyone? Everyone, please mute yourselves. I will be calling the docket. I see Ryan Arnett is not muted. So if everyone wouldn't mind muting themselves while I'm calling the docket. All right, so start again. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera on if it is off, and then announce yourself to the court. I'll say it one more time. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera on if it is off because you are in court and I do need to see you. You are free to turn your camera off after that and then announce yourself to the court because from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or you're not answering the docket. And at some point, defense attorneys, if your client never zooms in this morning, I do issue FTAs, that stands for failure to appear. A warrant will issue for your client. So we'll begin. Today is Monday, October 2nd, 2023, County Court 12, calling the 9 o'clock docket. And we'll start with David Stanford. David Stanford. Karen Benora. Karen Benora. Reginald Strong. Reginald
I'm here. Yes, ma'am. Your Honor.
Reginald Strong. Thank you, Reginald. Got you checked in. James Miller. James Miller. Alina K. Nelson. Alina K. Nelson. Frank Valdivia. Frank Valdivia. Aaron Gonzalez. Aaron Gonzalez. Neil Walker. Neil Walker. Frank Valdez.
Here, Your Honor. I'm here, Neil Walker.
Neil, thank you. Got you checked in. Frank Valdez. Rita Ann Gomez. Rita Ann Gomez.
Here.
Rita, turn your camera on. Larry Guzman. Larry Guzman.
Your Honor, I'm present for him. This is Mr. Volk. Good morning.
Good morning,
I did send him the
I'm
Zoom.
also here, Your Honor.
Oh, there he is.
Say it one more time, Larry.
I'm here, Your Honor.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Thank you, Larry. Got you checked in. Got you.
He's present, Judge. Good morning.
Okay. Thank you, Counselor. Joshua Cigar. Joshua Jones Cigar.
She's here, Judge. I'm here. For George,
I'm here.
Okay, thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank
Brittany,
you, George.
Brittany
Thank
Rose.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Brittany Rose Tyra. Brittany Rose Tyra. Nope. Rafael Della Rosa. Rafael Della Rosa.
Present, Your Honor.
And I'm present for.
Thank you. Thank you, Counselor. Tyree Rainford. Tyree Ranford. Joshua Cadion. Joshua Cadion. Matthew Kendall Doss. Matthew Kendall Doss. Cody Espinosa. Cody Wayne Espinosa. Amber Marie Elkins. Amber Marie Elkins.
Your Honor?
Yes, I'm here.
So listen, if I pass your name up, do not interrupt. You're just going to confuse matters because I'm calling the list. I do go through the docket twice, so I'll just get you on the next go around, okay? Please do not interrupt. So did Amber Elkins answer?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you, Amber. Got you checked in. Renetta Smith. Renetta Smith.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in. Hakeem Van Guajardo. Hakeem
Present.
Guajardo.
Present. Present with counsel.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Counselor. Matthew Pear. Matthew Pear. Jarrell Pablet, Jarrell
Present,
Anthony.
Your Honor.
Thank you,
Present.
sir. Okay. Rosanna Solet,
I'm present, Your Honor.
thank you, Rosanna, got you checked in. Robert Gronlier,
Present, Your Honor, present for him.
Robert, did Robert answer? No,
Uh,
but his counselor did. I'll
I-
circle back. I'll circle back
Present,
around.
Your Honor.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, Mr. Robert Gronlier, please turn your camera on. Thank you, sir. Adam Garcia. Karen Fitchter, Karen Raleigh Fitchter.
I understand.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, Judge.
Thank you, got you checked in, sir. Fernando James Alfaro.
In the hallway, Judge.
No.
He's gone now.
In the hallway, okay, I'll circle back around to it. Omar Gonzalez.
President, Your Honor, Fernando Alfaro.
Okay. Chris Anthony Pompa.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Thank you,
I'm
Chris.
present for him, Judge.
Thank you, Counselor, got him checked in.
Thank you.
Ruben Niero. Taryn Anderson. Jail case. Joe Cifuentes.
Judge, he is in the hallway, but cannot get on Zoom.
Okay.
So I told him to wait out there.
Louis Pettis.
He's in the hallway. He should be getting on.
Louis in the hallway too?
Yes, he should be
Okay.
getting on.
Okay. Brandon Lee Rios. Maria Sanchez.
Here, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Got you checked in. Eddie Dejaro.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in. Jay Lyman. Matthew Gonzalez.
Here.
Thank you, Matthew. Got you checked in. Leroy Washington. Andrew Omar Ramos.
I'm here.
Thank you. Did he say he was here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Robert Johnston. Brittany Nicole Alvarado. Francisco Alamila. Irvin De La Rosa.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Selena Flores. Candelaria Cabrera. Isaiah Michael Burton. Isabel Ruiz.
Here. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in. And Keyshawn Washington. I don't know how that case keeps ending on the docket. He's never here at 9 o'clock. All right. I will go back through this list one more time for the individuals that will be coming in or zooming on late. But first, I'm going to give some instructions on how this morning is going to roll out. So defense attorneys that need a reset, the court will give you a reset. I do, however, require that you talk to one of the two ADAs on the Zoom. That would be Anthony or Alexis. Even if you have talked to them, defense attorneys, last court setting, you have not changed your mind, you still want the exact same thing, I am still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. Even if you just got hired last night or last week or last month, I'm still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. Even if there is a felony pending along with this county court 12 case, I am still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. I see no downside to communication, guys. I know that I am over here trying to move my docket, and I know that you defense attorneys are trying to bring closure to your clients' cases so they can get back to their normal lives, and we cannot do this without communication. So defense attorneys, just please take a few moments to go into one of the breakout rooms to get on the same page about the status of this hearing this morning. Now, defense attorneys, if you have talked to one of the two ADAs within the last 2, 3, even up to 5 days ago, and that talk, that call, that chat, that email was about this setting today, I'll take that as a confirm. I would highly recommend that that's what you guys would do. So when I get to the part this morning where I ask who all is conferred, if your desire is to quickly get your client a reset and release your client, that's what we could do because you would have conferred in advance. But we're here now. So moving forward, how we're going to do this is I need defense attorneys to please send chats to Booker. Booker is going to line you guys up in order of how he receives those chats to go into the breakout rooms. And defense attorneys, it is 9:12, usually by 10 o'clock. We're more than 75% done with the docket. I say that to say that we do try to move things along quickly in County Court 12. So when Booker puts you guys in those breakout rooms, please do not pop out of the breakout rooms to say, no one has come to see me in the breakout room. Someone will be there shortly to discuss the matter of the case with you. Just exercising a little patience, guys, all right? So I'm going to go back through this list one more time for the individuals that did not answer on the first go around. If you answer, I check you in, you're fine. I will not call your name again. So remember, I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves. Turn your camera on if it is off because you are in court and I do need to see you. You are free to turn your camera back off after that. And then announce yourself to the court very loudly so that I may hear you. Okay. The defense attorneys, if your client is failing to zoom in this morning, I do issue FTAs at the end of the day. FTA stands for failure to appear. A warrant will issue for your client. So we will begin again. David Stanford. Karen Benora.
Present, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Could you put your face in the camera so that I can see you? There you are. Thank you, Karen.
Sorry.
James Miller. Alina K. Nelson.
Present.
Thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in now. Frank Valdivia. Aaron Gonzalez. Neil answered. Frank Valdez. Rita Ann Gomez. Is a
Here,
jail
Your
case.
Honor.
Thank you, Rita. Got you checked in. Brittany Rose Tyra. Tyree Ranford. Joshua Cadion.
I'm here today, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Joshua. Got you checked in now. Matthew Kendall Doss. Cody Wayne Espinosa. Matthew Pear. Adam Garcia. Omar Gonzalez. Ruben Nerio. Let's see. Tareen Anderson, and that's a jail case also.
I'm here, present.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Let's see. Did Joe Cifuentes get on the Zoom? I know he was in the hallway. Joe Cifuentes. Let's see. Luis Pettis. No. Brandon Lee Rios. Jay Lyman. Leroy Washington. Robert Johnston. Brittany Alvarado. Francisco Alamila. Francisco Alamila, Selena Flores, Candelaria Cabrera, Isaiah Burton, Keyshawn Washington. All right, I've now gone through this list twice. Are there any individuals that are here on the Zoom, you think you're in the right place and you did not hear your name called at all this morning? Either time that I called the docket, you did not hear your name called. Anyone? Okay. All right, so before we start with other court matters, I'm going to give a few housekeeping rules for County Court 12. So the first rule being defense attorneys that are moving forward with the plea, remember 2 sets of paperwork. One set comes from the court, the other set comes from the district attorney's office. If you are not sure if your client has done all of the paperwork, please get with Booker. He can put you in a breakout room and you can go over these matters. Booker's still sending all the paperwork out online. I just don't want anyone to sit here on this Zoom for an hour, maybe longer. When I call the case, we discovered that none of the paperwork, or only part of the paperwork has been done. Easy solution, 2 sets of paperwork. Also, defense attorneys that are moving forward with the plea this morning, remember, ask your client this one question: are they a resident of Bexar County? I realize that San Antonio is a very touristy city. We get a lot of outsiders, but if you're moving forward with the plea and that paperwork is being sent over to the probation department, we do not know that your client is not a resident of Bexar County, your client is going to get an automatic violation. A warrant will issue. It's an easy solution. This is America. You can live where you want to live. You just need to let the court know, let your attorney know. Perhaps you live in another county, even another state, that is okay. Once I find out that you are not a resident of Bexar County, then the court can make the decision if the case should be transferred to wherever you reside, or if I should allow your client to report to probation by Zoom, okay? Also, defense attorneys, if you have an MTR on the docket this morning, besides speaking with one of the 2 ADAs, you must also speak to Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the CLO, the probation officer for County Court 12. Of course, because it is an MTR, a motion to revoke probation, I do need the input from the probation department. Also, defense attorneys, if your client has been arrested, just arrested at least twice for a DWI, your client's case is going to automatically be sent over to the DWI court. That is a treatment specialty court. I cannot order or mandate anyone into that program, but your client will be given the opportunity to talk to someone and be evaluated by what I consider red flags and issues of alcohol usage. Your client will not be able to leave this judiciary able to say that no one tried to reach out or talk to them again about what I consider red flags and issues of alcohol usage. Now, besides presiding over County Court 12, I also preside over the mental health court. That too is a specialty treatment court. If anyone wishes their case to be transferred to that docket, just get a Booker. Booker can get that referral process started. It doesn't even have to be that your client has ever been officially diagnosed with a mental health illness. If they think they are suffering from PTSD, bipolar, severe anxiety or depression, schizophrenia, etc., that is good enough for us. We will have them diagnosed and professionally seen by a doctor. I do run several dockets of mental health, one of the dockets being the PTD mental health docket. If your client is deemed eligible for that docket, not only does your client's case get dismissed, it gets totally expunged from your client's record at no cost to your client. Just options for everyone. All right, so moving forward, are there any defense attorneys that have already conferred? They just want to give a report to the court. You can give your client a reset and release your client. Any defense attorney? All right, go ahead, David.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on Larry Guzman, 686817. I did confer with Anthony. He did make an offer. It's the first time state's made an offer. Your Honor, this is a DWI second. We're still pending a referral over to DWI court as an option. We believe we have a suppressible issue with regards to reasonable suspicion. So we would like to get a reset to have him at least sit down with DWI court. Our hope is that the suppression matter would resolve the case. So.
Okay, David, I'm sorry, what is your client's name again?
His name is Larry Guzman.
Larry Guzman.
Number 11, Judge.
Okay, Larry Guzman. Okay, all right. So Booker, where are we with the DWI court? Have they given him an evaluation date yet?
No, Judge, they haven't. I can reach out to Mary Jane and see when it's going to be possible.
Okay, please do that. So in the meantime, David, this is the 10th setting. I'm gonna give you guys one more setting. Either y'all resolved it or not on that comeback date, but I'm moving this case over to the trial docket. So Booker,
And-
give David a reset date for the trial docket. Go ahead, David.
And Judge, just for the court's information, it took a long time to get the arrest videos on this case.
I
4
understand.
or 5
I
months
understand.
longer than usual, so that at least handled 2 of the resets. The other 8 were mine, and then
Okay.
we've had issues trying to get the DWI court screening scheduled.
Okay, all right. Booker's gonna talk to Mary Jane from DWI Court today, but what is the next reset, Booker, on the trial docket?
October 31st.
October 31st, okay. Mr. Larry Guzman, your court date has been reset to October 31st. That is an in-person, that is the trial docket, okay? Counselor, do you have any other matters today?
Well, Judge, will the court take up our motion to suppress that day, or do we need to get a special setting?
Yeah, you have to get a setting, you have to urge that matter to the court, and we don't hear motions on the pretrial conference docket. We do hear motions usually on a Thursday or Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock. So get with Booker and he'll give you a court date for that, okay?
Okay, fair enough, Judge.
Very well. Let's see. Booker will be sending you guys out an email to that in regard to the new court date. All right. Thank you,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Gunn. Mr. Guzman, you're free to log off. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are there any other defense attorneys that have already conferred?
Scott McCrum, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Scott. What you got?
I conferred with Alexis on Chris Pampa, cause number 713557. He's got a felony pending, and both the state and I need to take a look at whether this is a case that can be resolved independent of the felony.
Okay, I see. All right. So that's number 32, Booker, just on the first setting.
11-1.
11-1, okay. Mr. Pampa, your court date has been reset till November 1st. So you're free to log off. I know this is a jail case. Scott, do you have any other matters?
Okay, thank
Nothing
you.
else.
Okay, thank you.
Nothing
Thank you,
else, Judge.
Booker will be
Thank you.
sending both you guys an email out regarding this setting date, okay? I
Yes,
reset.
ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, guys are free to log off.
Thank
All
you.
Okay,
right.
ma'am. Have a good day.
You too. Are there any other defense attorneys that have already conferred? Any other defense attorneys that have already conferred? All
Yes,
right.
Your Honor. This is Larry Meadows.
Okay, Mr. Meadows, what's your name of your client?
I have 2, looks like Jay Lyman.
Jay Lyman.
I don't,
41, Judge.
41. He did not answer. Is Jay Lyman on the Zoom now? Jay Lyman. Counselor, so regard to Mr. Jay Lyman, if you can get him in here before the end of the day, we will not issue a warrant. If you've already conferred, that is good, but that's because that's what record is requesting of the defense attorney. So if he shows up, we could give him a court date. We can tell him what the reset date will be, okay?
Right.
But that if he's not in here by 5 today, we will be issuing a warrant, okay? You don't even have to come back. If he just zooms in, get to the courthouse or get here before 5 o'clock today. So what is the name of your other client?
Matthew Parr, P-A-R-E.
I do remember that one also.
And I've confirmed on both of those cases with the
Okay.
state.
Okay. So Matthew Parr did not answer either. So the same thing is Matthew Parr on the Zoom now. Matthew Parr. All right, so it's same thing. If you've already conferred, that is good enough for us. Just try to get both of your clients in today preferably before 12 o'clock today, and the Zoom is over with. But even if they get here before 5 o'clock, if not, both of them will be receiving FTAs today. Okay. Thank you, Counselor.
Okay.
Any other matters? You are free to log off. I will notate the file that you were present.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. Any other defense attorneys that have already conferred? Any other defense attorneys? All right, Booker, I'll be right here. If there are any pleas ready to go, I'll let you continue with the reset.
Yes, Judge.
I got on a little late, but I'm here now.
Your name and turn on your camera, sir.
Adam Garcia.
You know your case number?
No, I did not.
All right, I have you checked in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did the judge leave or what's going on?
We're just waiting for your attorneys to compare with the states before we give you a reset and let you go.
Oh, okay, okay.
Rogelio.
Oh, thanks, Booker. Looks like if you could send me plea documents, please, for number 8 and for number 43, Matthew Gonzalez. And if you wouldn't mind putting me, connecting me with Mr. Gonzalez.
Okay, I can send that one right now because he's a jail case. If you can send me Mr. Walker's email address, I can get that paperwork sent over to you shortly as
I
well.
will. I'll do that right away. Thanks.
And and you said Mr. Gonzalez?
That's
the one you want to talk to right now?
Yes, please.
Matthew Gonzalez, are you just listed? Can you? Okay, I see it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Morning, Judge.
Yes.
Can I get placed in a breakout room with Joaquin Guiardo?
Yes, if you go back to number 5, I can put him in there with you.
Okay, great.
Hey, Booker.
Yes, sir.
Hey, if you go into the courtroom, can you let the judge know that we're ready on the compliance hearing when she is?
Yes, sir, will do.
Morning, Booker.
Morning.
Hey, no, I looked at that what you sent me over the weekend, and all it was a docket and something that was untitled. I didn't get the paperwork for the plea, but you said you were going to send a particular reminder, and I haven't received that either.
Check your spam folder.
It shouldn't be it, but I will.
And if not, then do you have a secondary email I can try to send it to?
Yeah, my gamer email, but God, I don't want that out. Yeah, let me go ahead and give you it anyway. I'm going to put it in chat for you.
Okay, sounds good. Once I replace it, then it'll hopefully that should take care of the issue.
All right, there it is. But anyway, I'm going to check my spam filter too.
Okay, I just sent it.
I'll probably, since I don't have video on this, I'm going to go unpack the laptop and I'll go check it from there.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'm going to go ahead and sign out of here, but I sent the link to my client and he should be on.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks, Booker. Bye.
No problem. What you got, Warren?
All right. So, Charles, you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So we're ready for the compliance hearing for Karen Benora.
Yes, she's in a breakout room. Let me get her out.
Okay.
Oh, there she goes.
Okay. Charles, you were talking with her?
Yes, ma'am. I spoke with her.
Okay. Miss Benora?
Here, sorry.
Okay. Miss Benora, do you know why you're here today?
Yes.
Why are you here?
You haven't received one UA and the other one came back positive.
Okay. All right, ma'am, could you put that towel down? Okay, so Miss Benora, you were put on probation last December. So really your probation term is about to end. And I would happily sign that motion to, terminate the probation. I would like to be able to terminate this probation satisfactory for you. But if you keep on with this behavior, like, I don't know, Charles, they're saying, I see in this report that they're asking her, has she started the outpatient? Is that what they're asking of her?
Yes, ma'am. She has started the outpatient treatment, but she has missed a couple of, she missed her last appointment for her group.
Okay.
She also has submitted she submitted the 2 UAs like you required. One was positive, and we're still waiting on the results for the last one.
Well, I was just reading that supplementary report that she tested, she did on 215 and 518, she tested positive. For both of those times, they wanted her to test for it again, and she did not.
Yes, ma'am. She tested again, and this is a follow-up compliance hearing, Judge.
Okay.
From the last date. And so you ordered her to continue with our SOP and also to submit 2 UAs, 2 negative UAs by today. She's only submitted one, but that was positive for marijuana, Judge.
All right. So Ms. Benora, what are you doing here? Are you thinking about the decisions that you're making? You are about to be off of probation, but how you're acting, like, do you want me to extend probation for another 6 months for you?
No, but I mean, with everything I have going on, I'm trying to balance it out because I mean, my brother just passed away and we've been trying to catch up on bills and, I live with my mom, so I have to help on my part too. And that's where it was slowing down for me because work was cutting down and I wasn't even able to afford like the $20 for UAs. But now, like with work picking up, like I know I can afford it and I know I can do it.
Ma'am, you are making decisions about your life right now. This is like you are making decisions. You're on probation and your probation is about to terminate. Think about that. But you're making decisions and but it's a lot of excuses because if you could come up with $20 to just take that extra UA, and then I'm you for that because what I'm seeing is that none of the UAs that you've taken are coming back negative, right? And you're telling me things are going on in your life, and your response to that is, okay, I will continue using marijuana, whatever the case may be, or you're not making a choice to not use marijuana so you can be done with this probation. In response to the stressful things that are going on in your life, you're making decisions that are going to be very hard for you and keep you on this probation. I would be making the decision to say, like, you know what, if things are going on in your life, whatever it may be, at least you can do right by yourself and get off of this probation. But you're making decisions that are in opposition to that. Because if you keep on, like, if you don't start getting on track and attending these outpatient classes and testing, you need to stop with the marijuana usage while you are on probation. You're on probation in the judiciary now. That means no marijuana usage while you are on probation. And we had the compliance hearing back on August 30th. I said to you, I was ordering these SOP, these outpatient classes, and you must submit to I must have 2 negative UAs. And then I'm calling you back. I wrote that here, 10-2. So you're back and you did not do what I said. Do you want an MTR to issue? Remember when I told you, you don't need an attorney. This is not an MTR. I'm not issuing a warrant. I'm just giving you the heads up that if you don't straighten this behavior up, an MTR is going to issue. Then how will that affect what you're going with? That's going to be a lot more stressful on your family, a lot more money than $20. I can tell you that, because when I issued MTR, a warning is going to issue. You're going to go to jail. You're going to have to bond back out. You're going to have to hire an attorney there to come to court to defend, because what the ADAs are going to be seeking is MTR, a motion to revoke your probation, to take away your probation, and to send you to jail. This is what's on the line for you. And I don't think that you're taking this seriously enough, because you're back here and we have the same issue. You did not submit for 2 negative UAs. And Charles, what is the ADA? What are the probation department saying?
Her office is recommending that she continue with SOP and that she extend her probation 3 months rather, 3 months.
All right, that's what it is. I gave you a chance in August, Miss Benora, to not extend the probation. We're back here. Your choices. These are your choices that you're making about your life. So it's going to be the order of the court that I'm going to you to finish up those classes. I'm going to extend the probation. Instead of you been done in December, you're now going to be done in March. And I'm still asking for those 2 negative UAs, Charles, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not coming back again. So if I have to have this conversation again, it's just going to be an MTR, Miss Benora. Do you understand that? You know what's on the line?
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, finish up these classes, test and give 2 more UAs that are going to be negative, okay? And if they have more problems, Charles, to the probation department, this is the law. I've had 2 complaints here with her, trying to give her the heads up to get herself back on track. And this is a DWI. And so those are the orders of the court. Charles, did you want to take her back into the breakout room for her to sign this?
Yes, ma'am. If she just stands by, I'll pull her back in when I get her paperwork ready.
All right. Ms. Benora, I hope that you're taking this seriously. Okay. I hope I do not have to issue an MTR. I don't want to issue an MTR because I'm telling you what that's going to be. I hope you understand what's going to follow if I have to go issue an MTR. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. An MTR is believe me, a $20 for a UA test is a lot cheaper than what an MTR is going to cost you. Okay. All right. All right. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Charles.
Warner.
Yes, Booker, I'm still waiting to hear. Can you put me back in the breakout room with my client so I can get that email address?
Sure.
And can someone put me in a breakout room with Robert Grunler, please?
Yes, I'll take care of that.
Thank you.
All right, Matthew, there you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
George. Mr. Manning.
Yeah, can you hear me, Booker?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, I'm covering for Mario again. He's still out on paternity leave. Looks like we have most of these things worked out. So basically, I had 5 cases today, and one of them was, let me double check the email here. Rafael de la Rosa.
Me.
Yes, sir. We'll be with you in a second.
You in here, but put yourself on mute. I'll talk to you later. So I had, excuse me?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm here.
Okay. Is this Rafael?
Yes.
Okay. So we had him on the docket, Mr. De La Rosa, and since Mario's on paternity leave, we were going to get a reset. I did have a question for him briefly. I don't know if I could get put in a breakout room. There's just one thing I wanted to confirm with him.
Okay, I'll put you in a breakout room with him.
Okay. Yeah, this will be very brief. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Thanks, Booker.
All right, Warren, I just sent it out.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Not a problem. Rogelio.
Hey, Booker, could you please put me in a breakout room with Neil Walker?
Yes.
Thank you.
Matthew.
Booker, if I could get a breakout room with my client, Miss Elkins, that'd be great.
All right, George, what you got?
All right. So I just wanted to clarify with Mr. De La Rosa. He's still interested in taking a plea. I know it's been a lot of settings, but we were just going to try to get a setting after 10/16, because I think that's when Mario returns from paternity leave. And after that, he's interested in taking the plea that's been offered by the ADAs in this court.
Okay, due to the settings, if that's fine, I'm still gonna place on a trial docket for 10/17. But if he's gonna take a plea that day, then that'll be fine. He'll do that.
Okay, sweet, thank you. Then I had, it looks like Mr. Poblet. Let me see the first name. Jarrell Poblet. There are no labs yet. State was telling me they don't have labs.
All right, let's take a look at that. Rafael De La Rosa.
Excuse me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'm here.
Mr. De La Rosa, your court date's been reset to October 17th. That'll be in person in County Court 12. You're free to log off.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
You too. All right, and see. All right, and what's going on with Mr. Poblet's case?
Poblet, there are no labs yet. So yeah, no blood alcohol content. We don't have any news on that. So we would just need a reset in order for the state to get those lab results.
All right, Mr. Poblet.
Yes, sir.
The court date's been reset to October 31st. That
you.
will be in person County Court 12 at 9 a.m.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're free to log off.
All right. Then I had Joshua Sigar, Sigar. I do represent him on a felony, and right now we're trying to get a continuance because he lives out of state. And it's going to be hard for him to get a plane ticket on the next felony court date, but it's looking like by November, December, if we get that continuance, he will plead most likely to the felony. So that's really what's going on. That in that deal, that plea deal would dispose of his County Court 12 case.
So he has a court date on 10/24 in the felony court.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get that continued because he lives out of state, and it'd be it might be kind of expensive. I might get him trying to just get him a little extra time to get a plane ticket, maybe let him show up a couple of weeks after that to take a plea in there. But that is the current court date, yeah.
Okay, I will set this one for October 31st.
Okay. And then I had two more clients if you're ready.
Mr. Cigar,
Yeah, I have a question. Yeah.
the court date has been reset to October 31st.
Is that for the felony or for the reckless driving?
That's for your misdemeanors.
Oh, gotcha. And you know what is the felony?
Yeah, Josh, let me call you later on that, okay? Because I'm
Oh,
trying to
gotcha.
get a continuance, okay?
I'm sorry about that. All right, you guys. Thank you. You guys have a great day.
Okay.
You too.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, no problem. I'll call you later and let you know what's going on. Thank you.
You have a great day.
Okay, thanks. You too.
So, am I free to go now?
Yes, you're free to log off.
All right, thank you.
All right. Then there's another one with no labs and no video. Renetta Smith.
All right, 10:31.
Okay, and then it's like I'll wait for her to be excused. I apologize.
Ms. Smith.
Yes.
Okay, your court date has been reset to October 31st. That'll be in person, County Court 12. We're waiting on your lab results to be back.
Okay.
You're free to log off now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, George, what else you got?
All right, final one is Rosanna. I don't know if it's Solet or Soleil, Solet, but I believe she's still waiting to be screened by the DWI court.
That is correct. I will follow up with Mary Jane in regards to that and see what's
Okay.
going on. And I'll just shoot you guys over email once I find out from her what's transpiring on those cases.
All right, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
And for the time being, the court date will be reset to November 1st.
You said the first or third? I can hear you.
First.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Solet?
Yes, I'm sorry, I couldn't unmute it.
No worries. Your court date has been reset to November 1st. I'm pending your DWI court screening.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem. You're free to log off now.
Good day. All right, so that was all we had, man. Thanks for your patience, Booker. I appreciate it. It's always
Not a problem.
a big docket. All right, man. Well, I'll probably be helping him out again until he comes back. So I'll see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.
Thanks. You do the same.
All right, man. Bye.
Matthew Finch.
Booker, I've conferred with the DA and with my client. We have an offer on the table that we'd like to accept, but I need to reset it for a plea. If possible, could we do a plea on Zoom?
Yes.
My client next week is having a procedure and she's going to be her foot's going to be in a boot, a cast for the next couple of months. So her mobility will be an issue and it might be easier to do that.
Does she need to, you want a 30-day reset or does she need to?
If I could get a little bit extra time, I just want to make sure there's no complications or anything. I don't want to speed it up too fast, but we'll set it for a plea.
I do October 30th. It's a Monday and it'll be a Zoom day.
Perfect. That'll be perfect.
All right. Ms. Elkins?
Yeah.
Right, your court dates are going to be reset to October 30th. And you will be due to take a plea that day. But for the time being, you can log off and we'll see you on the 30th.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Booker.
Not a problem. Roberto.
Yes, good morning. On real quick on Isaiah Burton, I don't know if they let you know, but they just let me know that he's in the hospital. I told them to get in contact with the court to try to get proof. Over to-
Yes, his mom has been emailing me. I told her I was like, that she would have to submit proof that he is in the hospital.
Okay.
By the end of today. So once we get it, I'll forward that over to you, and I also will put it in the court's files.
Okay, all right, cool. And then on the other case that I have, Robert Gronlier, we conferred. He does have a felony pending, but they've made us an offer that we are considering strongly. So I actually probably request for like an in-person setting, just in case we decide to plead. It'll probably make it easier.
All right, let's see.
I think that they said they just got the blood draw results back, and so they didn't quite get the DWI filed, but so they probably need a little bit of time to get that done.
Yeah, I don't show. Oh, wait. So they have filed, but it's not complete yet, the paperwork for the DWI.
Okay, I mean, I'm not in a huge hurry, maybe like 30 days or something would be fine with me. I mean, the felony still isn't even filed, so.
10/31.
Can we do the 30th?
That's a Zoom day for us.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, 10/31 will be okay.
All right, Mr. Gronlier.
Yeah, Booker, I executed the paperwork, sent it back. Just wanted to make sure you received it.
Yes.
Okay. And if you could just change my email back so that my gaming account doesn't get spammed.
Will do.
All right, thanks.
Robert Gronlier.
RL Grind. It's in chat.
Yes,
I
sir.
put it in chat.
Okay. All right, sir. Your court date has been reset to October 31st, which will be in person in County Court 12.
Okay, I got that. Thank you.
Thank you. You're free to log off. And Roberto, once I get that paperwork from your other client, I'll send it over to you. Rogelio.
Thanks, Booker. If I could meet with Mr. Espinosa in a meeting room, please. That's number 19, Cody Espinosa.
And
Yes.
did you get the emails for your other clients?
I think I've got one of them. I'm not sure if I got Espinosa and Walker.
I can put you in a breakout room with them, and you can just send me an email once you have it.
Okay, thank you.
Because I'm gonna need that one for.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Okay, I'll put you in the breakout room with them.
Thanks.
Ryan.
Yes, I'm gonna need a reset for Adam Garcia and Kyron Fichter, both because we are awaiting lab results for unfiled DWIs.
Adam Garcia's gonna reset to October 31st. Mr. Garcia?
Yeah, that on Zoom?
No, that'll be
Yeah, Booker, this is the client that lives in New York.
that lives where?
New York.
All right, well then 10:30.
All right.
Okay.
So, Mr. Garcia, your court date is on October 30th. Your attorney will send out that Zoom link to you, and you are free to log off, sir.
Okay, thank you. Have a good one.
Ms. Fichter,
Mr.
Mr. Fichter, Karen,
My fault. What happened?
okay, sir, I'm gonna reset your court date to October 31st, and that'll be in person, County Court 12.
And in case you didn't hear it previously, it's being reset because we're still waiting on the DWI lab results.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Does it have to be in person? Why can't it be?
You're free to log off, sir.
All right, appreciate it, man.
No problem.
And
Anything else?
then I believe Brittany Tyra, I don't know if she checked in yet. She normally does get in. Mario Moreno got assigned to her new case, but she's all set on the DWI. I conferred with the state on the DWI. And then I'm gonna need a breakout room with Tyree Ranford.
Where's Tyra? Because she didn't come to court today.
I do not know. I will reach out to her, see what's going on, and get her in as soon as possible.
Ranford, do you need paperwork on that?
You can send it over. I'm still a little in the dark on the finer details of everything that's going on with that, but you can send it over just in case we're good to go. But if not, I will at least have a solid date for when you can reset to get it taken care of.
Okay. Danielle.
Can I confer with Miss Nelson, please?
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Booker, when you got a second, do I have another case of Mr. Cifuentes on a first appearance, reckless driving?
Let me check on that for you.
I think it was on like the fourth or fifth page of your document. I can give you the cause number if you want.
One quick moment.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Um, I had for my I had talked to a guy who's I think this is like for my current case though, but not for this one that we're in for my criminal trespassing. But I was he offered me a position.
Sir, I can't. You can't discuss that with me.
I
You have to
can't.
wait for your, no, you have to wait for your attorney.
Okay. Well, I tried calling. I tried my attorney for this one.
Who is your attorney?
I forgot who it was. You gave me him. I came to your office that
Okay.
one day.
He'll be on shortly. You can talk.
Okay.
I'll put you in the breakout room. You can discuss.
Okay. Thank you.
Not a problem. He'll be on shortly.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Randall, you do have Joe Cifuentes.
Right. I have no contact information from him.
Okay.
It's the first appearance. So I was just wondering if he showed up in the courtroom.
I will check, double check with Steve, and then I will let you know.
All right. Thank you, Booker.
Not a problem.
Christian, are you in here for the same one?
No, he's on for a different case. What you got?
Hey, on Mr. De La Rosa, I've conferred. The state is still securing discovery. There's still body worn and Coban that they need to upload. They were trying to figure out what they had. Now they know what they have, but they haven't uploaded it yet. So if I could get a discovery reset, please. I have no media yet.
Yeah, no what?
No media. I don't have any Coban or body worn yet.
Mr. De La Rosa, Irving?
Yes, he's present. There we go.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So your court date is going to be reset to October 31st. That'll be in person in County Court 12.
PTC, right?
We're going to move that one to the trial docket. Only because of the amount of settings that it has.
Okay, so that'll be, but can you put a note on there that defense to receive final discovery?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes, you guys are both free to log off.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Rogelio.
Hey, Booker, can I please speak with Mr. Leroy Washington if he's on here? He's in custody, but I didn't.
Yeah, I got an email from the judge. They're not going to bring him over because he is starting to make threats. So he's going to fight everybody who tries to get him out of his cell.
Okay. Can we possibly set him next week and see if he's in a better mood?
Yes.
Thanks. I believe that's all I have for now. I'm just waiting on documents.
Okay, all the documents should have been sent out.
Oh, yes.
And
I received everything. I think I'm just waiting on word from my clients.
okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
James Miller, or Mr. Miller,
Yes, sir.
did you complete paperwork?
I never received it yet. I just received the Zoom.
It should have been sent to your email. Let me see.
Okay, yes, I received it now.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in your attorney break room so I can go over that paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Morning. Ryan.
Yeah, we're gonna ask for just a week on Tyree, and after talking to him, I have just a couple of questions for his other attorney, just to make sure that everything is working the way I understand it exactly. Pretty sure we should be good to go in a week, though. And if we're ready to go earlier, I can just let you know, we can bring him in earlier.
All right, I set it for next Monday.
All right, thank you very much. I will go ahead and let you go for now. I'm gonna try and get Brittany Tyra back on the Zoom to check in. 'Cause
She's
that's
on now.
A little uncharacteristic. Oh, she is? Okay, perfect. Then that still stands with what I said. Just I've already talked to the state more than a couple of times about my case, and it looked like Mario Moreno was signed to the theft, so I'm sure he's got that taken care of.
So what are you gonna do on the case that you're on?
On the case that I'm on, we were waiting for potential referral to Replejo Court. I believe that is not happening. I think the case that would qualify for that is going to end up being dismissed. And so now that the new case is here, just going to give Mario a chance to check that out, see if that's going to be handled separately or if it's going to be something that's handled in a group deal. And if not, then we'll take care of this case separately for next session.
All right, I'm moving it to the trial docket. Miss Tyra.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so your court has been reset to October 31st, which will be in person in County Court 12 at 9 a.m.
Okay,
Please make sure that you're here on time.
the 31st.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're free to log off.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right, well, that should definitely do it for me then, because I do not believe Brittany Alvarado is here and I do not have contact with her.
Sounds good.
All right, have a good rest of your day.
You too. Mr. Renford, we're gonna recall your case for next Monday. Your attorney has to follow with something in regards to your case before they can move forward with the plea.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you. You're free to, you can notify Chinchal so that you're free to go back.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too.
Hey, Burger. Is that him?
Yes.
Yes, we're waiting for additional discovery from the state. I haven't confirmed with the state, but I'm still waiting for discovery.
I don't even know. Luis Perez.
He's right here next to me. We're in the court.
Okay, well, I'll put you in and talk to the state.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me, Booker.
Step away from his desk. He'll be with you shortly.
I guess like
Randy.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
Yes, I talked to the ADA, Anthony.
Hold on, Adam. Randy, everything's good on your end?
Are you saying Reggie or Randy?
Randy, you?
Okay, yeah. What's up?
Did your client sign?
Should have.
Let's see. Danielle.
Hey, Booker, we're ready to do that. We're ready to do that plea for Miss Nelson.
Okay. Adam. Photos.
Yes, I talked to the ADA and the blood work's not ready yet. So wait for the blood results still.
All right, I'm gonna reset this November 2nd.
November 2nd. Hang on. Give me that a second. Can we do November 7th possible?
I'm sorry?
Can we do November 7th?
No, we're gonna do 45 days out.
That's fine. November 2nd, you said?
Correct.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, move your clients right there. Just let him know that he can leave. Then I'd be here back on the Mr. Luis Pettis.
Yes, sir.
All right, your court date's been reset to November 2nd. They'll be back here in County Court 12 in person.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Booker.
No problem.
Thanks. Bye.
Rogelio, are you, or where's Rogelio? Rogelio.
Yes, sir.
Are you good to go?
I think if you've received those documents from my clients, and we're good to go.
Let's see. The only one I'm missing is Mr. Cody Espinosa. Mr. Espinosa, where are you?
I can touch base with him one more time if he needs help with that.
Yeah, I just have it back on Mr. Walker and Mr. Gonzalez. I just need Mr. Espinosa's. Mr. Miller.
Yes, sir.
Did you complete that paperwork?
Yes, I just got it back to you. Apologize. It was trying to do it on my phone. Wasn't that fun?
No worries. I just wanted to get the confirmation before I pull the files for judge to do the plea.
Yes, sir, I did.
Thank you, sir.
Huh?
Booker, it's Michael Goins. Can I get in line to see the DAs?
Yes, sir. Well, it's possible that the January 1st and April 30th was probably pretty wrong. She didn't have to be in one, so there is a plan. I'm gonna ask them. Irene and Alexis.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here are the numbers that we're going on. Number 4.
Okay.
Number 5.
Okay.
4, 5. 8. Um, 19.
Where is he?
22.
Well, go ahead and make the call. See.
Um,
Okay.
43.
Kind of looks like you got one family here, so it seems like there's four.
Is that 23?
43. 43. And that's all I have. 4,
Sounds
5,
good, thank you.
8, 19, 22, 43.
Are those
Okay, we're
lottery
ready.
numbers?
What'd you say, Randy?
I said, are those lottery numbers? I might play.
Hey, they might win.
Yeah. Were you able to find out anything about Cifuentes? Did he show up?
I'm gonna double check right now. I don't believe so, but I'm gonna double check.
Okay, it's a first appearance, but like I said, I had no contact info.
Oh,
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thanks.
Babe. Babe. Booker.
Mr. Garcia, give me one moment. I'll be right back with you.
Garcia, me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was giving you didn't hear me or anything, and I didn't see me on the cameras. I was freaking out, going something's going on, and
Oh, no worries. I'll be right back. I have to
Sorry.
run to the courtroom real fast.
I feel much better now. Thank you. You're out there. I know something's happening. So now I feel, thanks.
Roberto Garcia. Mr. Garcia.
Let me see. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, I was talking to myself again. You know, I'm really getting to that age. I just turned 70. I've had some pretty good conversations when I was younger, but I've lost most of that stuff again. So anyway, the only thing that's happened for us is in our case was that the prosecutor who has everything ready, he's going to try to submit everything to the court and get the cases dismissed.
Okay. Sounds good. Miss
Eddie Marilyn DeHaro. The case number 686-355.
All right, ma'am, your cases are going to be dismissed. You're free to log off.
Okay, great. It's a lot good. All right. Thanks for everything. All right.
Not a problem. You have a good one.
Take it easy.
Michael.
Yes, I spoke with the DA on all 5 of my cases. Did any of my clients show up, by the way?
Let's see.
I see Reginald Strong's here.
Yes, he's here.
And he's my lawyer too, Fernando Alfaro.
Fernando's here.
Right.
Your jail case is here. Brandon Rios.
He's in jail because I have no paperwork on that one as of yet.
Brandon Rios?
Yes. I think you just appointed me to him, Booker.
Yeah, I don't show him in jail. Yeah, okay. So, and then Maria Ruiz is here. So all of them are here except for
Irene Anderson.
I'm here.
He's the one in jail.
Yes.
Okay, you ready, Booker? Everybody ready on the pleas?
Yes, Judge, we should be ready on. Oh wait, we gotta get an 88.
Okay, James Miller is the first one. I have James Miller, then let's see. Alina Nelson next, then Neil Walker, Cody Wayne, and Hakeem Guajardo, and Matthew Gonzalez. Those are the ones. So we'll start with James Miller. You have an ADA out?
Booker, can you put me in a breakout room with iPhone 6?
Yes. Anthony or Alexis.
I apologize. I was just responding to an email real quick. Yes.
Number 4 and then number 5.
Number 4.
James Miller. Everybody ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Ready, Judge.
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Okay. At this time, the court will call the case of James Miller, cause number 691240. Everyone state their name and who they represent for the record, please.
Anthony Antequera for the state.
Randall Griner for Mr. Miller.
Good morning, Mr. Miller. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad. Good morning. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same James Miller who's been charged with the DWI?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, I have.
And counsel, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward with a plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Miller, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, I did.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Miller, are you entering into your plea voluntarily today?
Yes.
Right, state, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor, and the state moves to waive the enhancement, proceed under Class B DWI first.
Any objections?
No objection.
Entered.
The terms of the agreement are going to be a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred, DWI education, victim impact panel, a TAP eval in compliance with all recommendations, ignition interlock for half term, 48 hours community service, and $60 restitution to DPS.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
It is our understanding, with the exception, we're going to ask about the ignition interlock.
Okay, well, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Miller has made it this far in his life without ever being in trouble. This is a one-off. This was totally out of the character. He's a respectable businessman in the community. We would ask that, given the situation and everything, ignition interlock would not actually be necessary in this case. Mr. Miller does not own a vehicle as a result of the license suspension that he's already suffered.
Okay. So if he doesn't have a vehicle, I can order a PAM device, which is a portable alcohol monitoring device, which the court will order. I ordered that on each individual that is charged with a DWI, no exceptions. So that PAM device will be half term. And you have to do, counselor, an affidavit of non-driving, submit that. I'll put that in the plea, an affidavit of non-driving to come. So it has to be notarized from the defendant. Usually the attorneys will submit it on behalf of the defendants. So as soon as I'm going to order this PAM device, half term, and you have to submit it, because if you don't submit it, then probation is definitely going to be asking for that affidavit of non-driving. So I'm telling you, just be proactive and go ahead and send it in. All right.
Well, my understanding is that he will probably be in the market for a vehicle. He's recovering from some surgery, as you noticed, from the neck brace.
Okay.
He just hadn't had the opportunity. What time period are you?
You can always change and alter it. Like if he doesn't have a vehicle now, I'll order a PAM device. And if he gets a vehicle, you can always come back to the court and ask, I have a vehicle now, Judge, I'm driving, and I'll remove the PAM device and order ignition interlock for the vehicle.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, all right, anything else?
Nothing from the defense.
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Mr. Miller, I see you have taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain. Deferred adjudication is a special type of probation, or if you're very successful and completely finishes probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, finds it voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward on the DWIB, $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI education class, a VIP class, a TAP evaluation, and follow all recommendations, the PAM device, half term, 48 hours of community service, $60 to DPS, an affidavit of non-driving to come, and I'll set supervisory fee at $40. Mr. Miller, if you have been vaccinated, the court will give you 24 hours of credit towards the 48 hours of community service assessed. And if you've been boosted, I'll give you an extra 5. So altogether, you can earn 29 hours of credit towards the 48 hours that were assessed in your plea. I do consider getting vaccinated a community effort. It's just a standing policy in County Court 12. It applies to anyone that is taking a plea. Just make a copy of your badge card, give it to your probation officer, give it to your attorney. Make sure it just gets in the file, okay? The probation department knows also. All right, anything else from either side?
Yes, Judge, there is just one thing. Given his condition and everything like that, he wants to be able to purchase out the community service because of his medical condition. I understand that's at $7.15 an hour.
I think it's $7.25. Yeah. So if he's been vaccinated, he gets 29. I mean, that's however you guys want to take advantage of that. And I think that would probably leave him in the 20s somewhere, maybe around 24. And he certainly can purchase the rest of them. We do work with the food bank, therapeutic justice, and driving single parents. And I think Booker can send you those applications online. He can actually pay those online. You have those, Booker, right?
Okay, thank you,
Yes, that's
Judge.
correct.
Okay, yeah. Just tell Booker which one you would like, the food bank, or which one you would like. We do work with 3 nonprofits. All right. Okay, if there's nothing else from either side, sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Miller, I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Mr. Charles Kimbrough, he is the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that breakout room also?
Thank you, Judge. I have another matter in your court I need to attend to.
No problem at all. Good luck to you, Mr. Miller. Just look,
Thank
wait
you.
for the join button. Everyone is excused. All right. So the next case is Alina Nelson.
Present.
Okay, very good.
Ready, Judge?
Okay. At this time, the court will call the case of Alina K. Nelson, cross number 707244. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Anthony Antequera for the state.
Danielle Cranbrook for the defense.
Good morning, Ms. Nelson. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Alina Nelson who's been charged with driving while intoxicated?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, ma'am?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough for a plea this morning?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Nelson, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand it?
Yes,
Did you sign that document?
I did.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands her waiver of constitutional rights?
I am, Your Honor.
Ms. Nelson, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, I am.
Very well. State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. And the terms of the agreement are going to be a $500 fine, court costs, 180 days Bexar County Jail, probated for 12 months, 48 hours community service, a victim impact panel, DWI education, a TAP eval in compliance with all recommendations, ignition interlock for half term, and $60 restitution to DPS.
Okay. You said DWI intervention?
Education, Judge.
Okay, very good. All right. Let's see here. Ms. Nelson, how do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into. And I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a $500 fine, court cost, 180 days in a Bexar County Jail, probated for 12 months, a DWI education class, VIP class, a TAP evaluation and follow all recommendations, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, $60 to DPS, and I'll set supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor.
Okay. There's nothing else from either side. Ma'am, I have followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Ms. Nelson, I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Mr. Charles Kimbrough, he's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
I don't need to. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, no problem. Good luck to you, Ms. Nelson. A little join button, Counselor, for coming on. Everybody's excused. Move on to next one is Neil Walker. Everybody ready?
We're ready, Judge.
Ready, Your Honor.
At this time, the court will call the case of Neil A. Walker, cause number 676839. State their name and who they represent for the record, please.
Alexis Garcia for the state.
Rogelio Ortiz for Mr. Walker.
Here. Where is Mr. Walker? Okay. Mr. Walker, you need to be still because you're in court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Neil Walker who's been charged with a criminal mischief case?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to enter into a plea today?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Mr. Walker, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
And Your Honor.
Mr. Walker, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. The terms of the agreement are going to be a $0 fine, court cost, 9 months deferred, anger management class, 40 hours community service, and restitution to Thomas Carson, common spelling.
Thomas Carson, okay. I'm going to add a TAP evaluation. Rogelio, do you need to talk to about that with your client?
I did not have that discussion with my client, Your Honor. I will likely have to discuss that with him.
Okay, so you guys can step into a breakout room and discuss what it TAP evaluate, what that means, and then I'll just call you back when you guys, we'll just continue the plea when you guys get back.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Booker, could you put Rogelio in the breakout room with Mr. Neil Walker? All right, we'll move on to, we'll come back to Neil Walker. Move on to Cody Espinosa.
Just that one's also with Rogelio.
Okay, and how about Joaquin Guajardo? Who's over that case? Rogelio?
And that's Warren Gray.
Okay, we're ready to move forward on Joaquin.
Ready on that one, Judge.
Attorney present? Okay, Warren, there's Warren. Okay, here we go. At this time, the court will call the case of Joaquin Guajardo, cause number 706514. If both sides state their name and who they represent for the record, please.
Anthony Antequera for the state.
Warren Gary for Joaquin Guajardo.
Good morning, Mr. Guajardo. How are you doing?
All right. Thank you for asking.
Good. Are you the same Joaquin Guajardo who's been charged with the DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And counsel, are you confident enough that are you satisfied that your client is competent enough to move forward in a plea today?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Guajardo, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
I am satisfied, Your Honor.
Mr. Guajardo, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. And the terms of the agreement are going to be a $500 fine, court costs, 18 months deferred, 48 hours community service, DWI education, victim impact panel, a TAP eval in compliance with all recommendations, and ignition interlock for half term.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Guajardo, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Bond has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into. I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a $500 fine, court cost, 18 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI education class, a BIP class, a TAP evaluation and follow all recommendations, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, set supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would like to point out that on my client's probation application sheet, he was not able to remember the license plate of the current car in his possession. He'll provide that to probation once he has his orientation.
Okay, yeah, they will be talking about that with him. That's fine. Right. So if there's nothing else from either side, sir, I apologize. Your plea bargain, you do not have my permission to appeal that. Mr. Guajardo, I'm going to put you in the breakout room so that Mr. Charles Kimber, our probation officer, can go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
I'm good, Your Honor. I think he'll be able to. Yeah.
Very good. No problem. Mr. Guajardo, good luck to you, sir. Just look for the little join button. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on, taking care of this matter. Everyone is excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Is Rogelio back? He is back with Neil Walker. Okay. All right.
Yes,
So-
Your Honor, we're ready.
Okay, so we're back on the record with Neil Walker, and we were cause number 676839, and we were at the part where state was listing of the conditions of the plea bargain, and I had added in a top evaluation. So defense counsel needs to speak with his client about that additional condition. So Mr. Regilio, what did you guys decide to do?
I consulted with my client, Your Honor. We have no objection to the added requirement on or condition of probation.
Okay, all right. So just for the record, state, could you guys list the plea again?
Yes, Judge. So it is a $0 fine, court costs, 9 months deferred, anger management class, TAP evaluation and compliance with all recommendations, 40 hours community service, and restitution to Thomas Carson, common spelling.
Just restitution, no set amount or anything?
Yes, Judge. It's $1,375.41.
$1,347?
$1,375.41.
Okay. All right. Restitution. Thomas Carson. All right. This everyone's understanding of the plea bargaining agreement.
It is, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Mr. Walker, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation, or if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I can revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty, I'm sorry.
Okay, Rogelio, that's what's in the paper, the plea?
Your Honor, I believe the plea was intended to be a plea of no contest.
Oh, no contest.
Okay, Mr. Walker, could you step back and put your face into the camera, please?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into. I'll set punishment as follows. We're gonna move forward to $0 fine, court costs, 9 months of deferred adjudication, anger management class, a TAP evaluation and follow all recommendations, 40 hours of community service, restitution to Thomas Carlson in the amount of $1,375.41, and I'll set supervisory fee at $40 a month. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor.
If there's nothing else from either side, sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Walker, I'm going to put you in a breakout room, Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
Your Honor, I'm confident Mr. Walker can handle that meeting on his own.
No problem. Good luck to you, Mr. Walker. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on to this matter. Everyone is excused. All right. So now we're going to go on to Cody Espinosa. At this time, the court will call the case of Cody Wayne Espinosa, cause number 704739, 704740. Each side, state their name, who they represent for the record, please.
Alexis Garcia for the state.
Rogelio Ortiz for Mr. Espinosa.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Espinosa. How are you doing, sir? Mr. Espinosa? Is he on? Okay, is Mr. Espinosa on the Zoom?
Yes, Judge.
He was here earlier, Your Honor. He was also telling me that his phone was down to nearly zero. I know
what?
he was.
Hold on one second. He's in front of the courtroom. His phone did die. Let me bring him to my office.
Okay, yeah, bring him in, Booker.
What do you want to do?
Mr. Cody Espinosa, Booker said he's in the hallway. Booker wants him to go back to his office. They could probably use Booker's Zoom. Okay, Steve's going to get him, guys. Is he on the Zoom, Booker?
I'm getting him on now, Judge.
Okay, okay.
He's on now, Judge.
Okay, all right. Let me just start again because I don't think he heard anything. So at this time, the court will call the case of Cody Wayne Espinosa, cause number 704739 and 704740. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Alexis Garcia for the state.
Rogelio Ortiz for Mr. Espinosa.
Good morning, Mr. Espinosa. How are you doing, sir? Is he muted, Mr. Espinosa? Do you know how to unmute?
Good, how about you?
Okay, there you go. How are you doing, sir? Done. What was that?
Good.
Okay, are you the same Cody Wayne Espinosa who's been charged with a DWI second and a driver while license enhanced? Is that you, sir?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss these cases with your
Yes, ma'am.
counsel? Are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
I am, Your Honor.
Mr.
Yes.
Espinosa, Mr. Espinosa, wait till I finish asking the question before you respond, okay? Mr. Espinosa, have you gotten an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes.
Did you understand that document?
Yes.
Did you sign that document?
Yes.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
I am, Your Honor.
Mr. Espinosa, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. The terms of the agreement on cause number 704739 are a $600 fine, court cost, 180 days probated for 12 months, 50 hours community service, victim impact panel live, DWI intervention, TAP evaluation and compliance with all recommendations, ignition interlock for half term, and the defendant must obtain a valid license and insurance. Additionally, the state agrees to TIC cause number 704740.
Okay. All right. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
That is our understanding of the agreement, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Espinosa, how do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. Accepts your plea of no contest, found that it's been voluntarily, intelligently entered into, And I'll set plea bargain as follows. I'll set punishment as follows. $600 fine, court costs, 180 days in the Bear County Jail, probated for 12 months. Is that correct? 12 months, Alexis?
Yes, Judge, 12 months.
A DWI intervention, a VIP live, a tap and follow all recommendations, ignition interlock for half the term, 50 hours of community service. The defendant must also obtain a valid driver's license and insurance. I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from my other side?
Judge, also the TIC for cause number 704-740.
TIC 704-740. All right, anything else?
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So there's nothing else from either side. Sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Espinosa, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
I'm confident my client can handle that meeting on his own. Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Good luck to you, Mr. Espinosa. Just look for the little join button. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on, taking care of this matter. Everyone is excused.
Thank you.
Okay, the last plea of the day, Matthew Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ready? At this time, the court will call the case of Matthew Gonzalez, cause number 716560. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record?
Alexis Garcia for the state.
Rogelio Ortiz for Mr. Gonzalez.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Gonzalez. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Matthew Gonzalez who's in charge with evading arrest or detention?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
I am, Your Honor.
Mr. Gonzalez, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
I am, Your Honor.
Mr. Gonzalez, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. The terms of the agreement are going to be a $0 fine, court cost, 27 days in the Bear County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and the judgment satisfied.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
That's exactly our understanding, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Gonzalez, how do you plead for this? How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
Guilty? All right. Is that
I believe we had filled out the forms as a no contest.
Oh, no contest. I'm sorry.
very well? The court accepts your plea of no contest. Find it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into. I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a $0 fine. Court calls 27 days in the Bear County Jail. Credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent. The judgment is satisfied. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Your Honor, just to note, I may have mistakenly spelled Mr. Gonzalez's name with a Z instead of an S at the end. The correct spelling should be an S, Gonzalez with an S at the end.
Okay, it's fine. The clerk's put down what I write, and it has an S on the file.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Gonzalez, if there's nothing else from either side, sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Gonzalez, if you do not have anything else holding you there in jail, you should be let out later today, okay?
Okay.
All right. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck, Gonzalez. All
Thank
right.
you.
You're welcome. Booker, I still see Keyshawn. I mean, is Keyshawn on and his attorney? What are they going to do with his case?
Your Honor, can you hear me? I'm here for him.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. He was in the 227th this morning, Judge. We're doing a package plea to include this case. I've conferred with Ms. Garcia. She's okay with the continuance. His felony got reset to October 27th. So if there's any way we could move this one. This one's going to be a plea, Judge.
Okay. All right. So you're on the fifth setting. So I'll give you one more plea. Booker, move this case to the trial docket. But if we do everything else, he can take a plea on that day. So, what is the trial docket? A trial docket day, but one more chance for them to try to work everything out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. What is it?
10/31.
10/31/2023. Okay, Mr. Keyshawn Washington, your court date is set to 10/31, October 31st. That is the trial docket. Hopefully you guys can work this out because that is the call docket for the trial. That'll be at 9 o'clock. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And thank you, Judge. And Judge, if I could approach on another unrelated matter, and if you need me to come by later, Judge, I can come by in the afternoon. I just had a request on a DWI. It's off docket though.
Okay, well, I need the file, I need the information, so if you can just come, I mean, if you're here now at the courthouse, you can just approach, so, you know, because I usually take up off docket matters around 11:45, closer to the end of the docket. Okay.
Okay, Judge.
But you're
Yeah,
in check-
I might be able to.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to try and make it over there. Will you be around this afternoon?
Oh, sure will. I'll
Start
at 1.
I'm going to try and come by right now, Judge, here in a little bit, okay?
I'll be here till 5. All right. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. So Booker, what are the rest of these cases? I see, let's see. I see Carry On. Did his attorney show up?
Your Honor, that's me, and I wasn't aware that Mr. Carrion had appeared in court. I have not had a chance to speak with him or the state on this case. I suppose I must respectfully request a short reset.
Okay, so speak with the, go back into it, that's Joshua Carry On. Could you go back into a breakout room and speak with one of the ADAs about this case? It's number 17 on the docket, Booker.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So put him in the, where he go. So
And then Judge, I emailed Danielle or text her, Miss Sanchez is her client.
Okay, what number is she on the docket?
She is number 39, Judge.
39. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Who's her Danielle? I see Campbell.
Yeah, she's coming on right now, Judge.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, I saw Danielle earlier.
Judge, I apologize. I guess Ms. Krenberg didn't let you guys know. Ms. Sanchez, Ms. Maria Sanchez's case has been dismissed. I sent that in through Adobe Sign maybe an hour and a half ago.
Oh, okay. Ms. Sanchez did not know her case was dismissed?
Not yet. It was just done this morning, like
Okay.
an hour ago or so, Judge.
Okay. All right, Ms.
Sorry
Sanchez,
about that.
you are free to log off. Your case is dismissed. I guess your attorney will get a copy of that dismissal to you. I think, Danielle, there you go. So I'll sign that Adobe sign, Danielle, and then you can give a copy, get a hard copy
Booker, if
later.
you could put me in a breakout room with her, please.
Yes.
Sorry about that, guys.
Okay, no problem. So I see Michael's back on. What's Michael's client?
Judge, I have talked to 4 of my 5 clients, but I've not seen Brandon Rios on here as of yet.
Rios, Brandon, no, he's still, I have an ex by his name, Booker. Did he ever Zoom on?
No, Judge.
Okay, very well. All right, did not have him.
Just letting you know, Judge, didn't want to leave without you knowing I hadn't seen him.
Okay, all right. I put attorney present.
And the other 4 have been taken care of, Judge.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Michael.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, sure can. I'm gonna go
Well,
look for
have a great
that.
day.
Thank you. I'm gonna go look for that Adobe sign for Sanchez case. I'll be right here, guys.
Hey, Booker,
Yes, sir.
did he reset strong?
He didn't talk to me?
No, he didn't talk to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Kimbrough. I thought he went and talked to you. So Mr. Strong logged in today from his inpatient. So he's still going through it.
Okay, so it was reset.
Yes, it's reset to see how it ends up. So as we spoke about, depending on how he finishes his inpatient will depend on which route we take. But he's
Gotcha.
still currently in the inpatient.
Okay, that'll work.
Where is he? What inpatient is he in, Anthony?
In New Orleans, Judge. I don't know the exact name. This is the one we'd spoken about 3 weeks ago. He was inpatient in New Orleans. Basically, the way it is that the recommendation from probation is that if he completes his inpatient 100% correctly and completes it successfully, then we would term him unsat. If he does not complete his inpatient, then we're going to be moving to revoke. So it's all on him whether he completes the inpatient properly or not, Judge.
Okay. Did I write anything? I don't, did I talk to you guys about this case? I don't even remember this.
Yes,
Somebody did.
Judge.
What did I say?
That we were waiting to see what was going on with his inpatient because he's currently in there. He's been in there for, I believe it's over a month now. And it's in New Orleans, but he did log in today. I saw him earlier.
Charles, is this the one where he was inpatient in New Orleans and I think I admonished him about leaving and didn't tell anyone that he was inpatient in another state. Is this the case?
Yes, ma'am. He was because he lives in New Mexico.
With this case, this is a very old case. He had to have absconded, right? He's not been on probation for 5 years, so he must have absconded for a while because he got put on probation, and I think before I even became a judge.
Well, Judge, this case is a 2020 case.
What am I looking at, then?
This is Reginald Strong, cause number 632465.
Okay, I'm looking at
Stanford.
I have so what? Okay, why don't y'all bring out 2 cases? Because he had another DWI, right? I have all his DWIs here. Okay, the other one. Okay, this is the one. Okay, so I don't know why they brought both DWIs out. 632465.
632465. Yes,
Yeah,
Judge.
that's correct, Judge.
They brought out 536116. I'm like, what?
Yes, Judge. That's David Stanford. That's a different person.
Stanford. He didn't check in. He's still on the run. We got to get him an attorney and try to contact him.
So okay, so Stanford did not check in, but
Correct.
Strong. Oh my God. Okay, so I did not write anything on. Why didn't I write? Because usually when it's something like that, mission to trouble. Okay, he lives in. I did right. He lives in New Mexico. I mean, that's for the plea, though. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So he's inpatient in New Orleans now. I'm definitely writing this down this time.
Yes, Judge. He is currently inpatient in New Orleans. I don't know when his estimated completion time for inpatient is. But depending on how he does on that, will decide how the state proceeds on his MTR.
Let's see this letter. Charles, he's inpatient in New Orleans. I mean, this one has to have absconded too, because this is a 2020 case, like 3 years ago, right? So, like, when was the last time we saw him, Charles?
Give me just a moment, Judge. I'll pull that up. His last court visit was in September. His last Zoom visit was the December the 9th.
Of 2022, but so like, because I'm saying like I put him back on probation in June of 2021, and so he came to court. It was at the MTR back in December of last year.
Yes, ma'am.
So he's absconded. So then when he got the MTR, then he left, and then he must have touched base because somebody came. Who's his attorney, by the way?
Mr. Goins.
Mr. Who?
Michael Goins.
Michael Goins.
Does Michael was just here?
Yes, Judge. We spoke about this.
Okay, but he didn't speak to me about it. Oh, did he get a reset from Booker?
Yes, Judge.
I wish y'all would have told me about this, because I'm not really want to reset. This is 16 resets. Like, what? Like, I don't know what's going on in him being in a rehab and like I gave him permission to live in New Mexico. That he travels to New Orleans to be we haven't seen him in it. Like, okay, so let me look at this again. I'm trying to get my timeline set here. So we last saw him in December, but Charles, I see that this MTR didn't go out. I signed it on 2/23 of this year, February.
That was the second, I believe that was his second MTR.
Okay.
Because he was extended off the first one.
He was extended. And then, so when we put out the MTR in February, we never saw him again until now that he comes back and says, like, did he reach out to the probation? How did that go down? How did he reach back?
No, ma'am. We found out through Michael that where he's at and what he's doing.
So Michael found him in that inpatient in New Orleans. Like, he never came back and said, this is where, like, he's just been absconded for a year. Okay, you guys, I am not like this. He's not going to be dictating what he does. Like, he has an MTR and we are moving forward with this freaking MTR. Like, I am not, this is 16. Like, he just does all this and says, oh, I'm in a rehab in New Orleans. We're just, okay, sir, we'll wait to see how it goes. And we may tell, no, he's not running the show. We're running the show. I'm running the show. Like, we moved like Michael Goins, but Booker, put this MTR back on this docket on Friday. And we're moving forward with this MTR. And I don't really care where he is. He didn't get permission of the court. No one told him to go no one told him to go to New Orleans. He has been like catfishing us for a year. And you guys are still okay with this, Anthony? No. He's like, how do we even know he's there? Like, that he's in this place. And who told him he could go to that? He didn't get permission of the court to go there. And we have not even seen him in a year. And this is his 16th reset. So put him back on the docket. Booker, next time like this, please, this is 16 resets. You should have told me, hey, Judge, this is 16 resets. What are we going to do? Like, I'm not resetting him anymore. Like, he is not running the show here, although it seems like he's running the show, right? He's back and reach out to Michael and tell Michael, hey, Judge was not okay with this reset for somebody that's in a rehab. Like, let my client go check himself in after all this stuff he's not done. And then we are waiting to see how he does. No, he is getting his 180 days if he doesn't get himself back here. I really don't care about what he himself in his personal life is deciding to do, because he is in the judiciary in Bexar County. You guys understand this?
Yes, Judge. And just to reiterate the thought process, if I remember correctly, Mr. Kimbrough, if you could back me up on this, there were very few conditions that he did not complete before going into his inpatient. If I remember correctly, it was like a bit of community service hours and maybe one class, if I'm remembering correctly, but he did complete majority of his conditions, which is why
he is absconded for a year.
Yes, Judge.
Seen him and then we didn't even see him then. It's like his attorney found out probably from a family member where he was. Like, when was he ever going to come back to us and say, like, he can't be dictating how he's running his own case like that? He's in the judiciary. He's in the judiciary, in the court system on a probation case. And he's just like hopping from state to state, checking himself in places. And then we didn't know, like, Booker just probably assigned him an attorney because he absconded we haven't seen him since almost a year ago, last December. And this is his second MTR.
Yes, Judge, completely understandable. I just wanted to let you know what the thought process was. We will be ready for the MTR on Friday.
Yes. MTR on Friday. Booker, can you see if Michael can get back on the Zoom so we can tell him this? I think he's still somewhere around in the courthouse, right?
Yes, Judge, I just text him.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Judge, just to let you know, I'm going to log off right now. I'm going to head right down to the courtroom, though, because I believe I heard Mr. Watkins say that he was going to come by and approach on something.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come by and wait for him there.
Okay.
Helio, what's going on with Mr. Carrion?
With Mr. Carrion, Your Honor, I was able to meet with him. I was also able to meet with the state. We have a new offer. We're asking for 30 days, although I think at the next setting, it'll be dispositive of this case.
Okay, so what your name, your attorney?
Number 17, Judge.
Number 17. Okay, all right, Booker, put this case on the trial docket, give them one more reset, and they'll be on the call docket at 9 o'clock. Rogelio, so if you guys resolve it, great. At the recall docket, if not, it'll be moved to the trial docket, the trial. Okay, so what date you got, Booker?
October 31st.
October 31st. Very good. All right, Mr. Joshua Carrion?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, your court date is moved to October 31st. Okay, Booker's going to send you guys an email with the reset on it. with the, you know, the reset reform on it. All right, so you're free to log off, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.